Hey there, Tim and Air, Toolman back at you. My goal for today's video is to show you kind of what tools I use and get your feedback. If you can comment and let me know what you guys use at your job and everyday carry, no matter if you're working or not. The first tool that I started carrying was the Milwaukee Fastback, and this is the newer version. This Milwaukee Fastback is fantastic. It's been out a while. It has a lot of different features that I like. Earlier video on this, but basically it's a knife with a screwdriver, and I believe they call it a 6-in-1. This is, like I said, the newer version, so this has a Phillips and a straight, and then you can I also carry these in my pocket a lot of times. This is a Malco bit. It's 1/4 inch and 5/16, so you can. This is magnetized, so you can actually take that and put it in there and take apart a panel and stuff. So you don't necessarily have to carry drill driver and stuff that if you're taking off a panel. I work on a lot of rooftop AC units, so this helps me keep my tools to a minimum. But the Fastback is a really great tool, and another thing I like about it is it locks in place. So when you go to use the screwdriver, you can see that you have to actually push this little button to get it to fold up, which I really like. Of course, it has the belt loop or belt clip, and then why they call it Fastback. You can see other deals on here. For the sake of this video, I'll kind of keep it short. So this is the first tool that I started out with, and this is the Milwaukee Fastback. And then I got after a little while, I realized I needed some sort of set of pliers, and this is the Kipic, I think they call them Cobras, mini Cobras, and this is like the 4 or 5 inch pliers. You can see how small they are compared to my hand. These things are fantastic. You can, if you go look at some of my earlier videos on the Kipic tools, you can actually lock this in on a pipe and actually lock it in and stand on it if you want. Some of the demonstrations on this are fantastic. I think they run about $36. The Milwaukee Fastback runs, I would say, roughly $19 right now at Home Depot. And then, like I said, these are around $36 to $40. Pretty pricey for a little pair of pliers, but what you can do with these is fantastic. And then at my job, they actually supplied me with this Streamlight Stylus Pro, and I keep it in my shirt pocket most of the time, so it doesn't even go in my little tool holder. I've been kind of switching out pouches, and I'll get to that here in a minute. So I carry this Stylus Pro. It's not super duper bright, but it's you can kind of put it in your mouth if you need to. You're holding on, trying to use both hands. Or I got these. There's a package of 3 of these, and all this stuff I'll leave links in the description. I think they call these night eyes, and it's actually a Velcro strap that you can put on your head, and you kind of put this on here and kind of like this, and turn the flashlight on. I'll try not to blast you with the flashlight. So these are, I think they're $9 for 3 of these. So I usually keep this bundled up in my pocket or a tool pouch or whatever. Like I said, I've been experimenting with different tool pouches. And that was the base set that I started out with. And then I found these little Crescent Wrench, and these things are fantastic. It goes all the way up to just barely a 9/16, and it's very small. It's nice and compact. I really like this Crescent version. They actually do make a Klein version that I haven't been able to find like at the stores, but I'm going to try to find the Klein. The Klein one opens up just a little bit further. One of my coworkers, Joe, had the Klein version of this. Is really nice. I think this Crescent one runs, I want to say, $10 or $15, so it's pretty reasonable in price. And so I really do like these. I carry these, but you don't really have to if you have the Cobra Pliers. And then I wanted to get it like an all-inclusive. For a little while I was carrying this is the Gerber center drive. I always forget the name of it. And I do like this one because it has the screwdriver in the middle. It has a bit, and it comes with another bit down inside there. You have to open it up, and then this screwdriver also locks in place, which is really nice. So, and you have to push this little button to get it to fold in. And then this one, the Gerber center drive, also has cutters, and I'll leave a link to this in the description. But this is another great tool. It's a little heavy. I don't have an exact weight on it. I want to say it's around 16 ounces or so. So it's, like I said, a little heavy. It does come with its own sheath when you buy it. And this one's roughly about $100 when I bought it. So I really like this. And you can get down and just carry this instead of all the other stuff. But I like the versatility of these Cobra Pliers. And so this is really nice. And of course, it's got a decent knife, very, very sharp knife, and a kind of a boatload of other tools as well. So little saw, an extra screwdriver bit, little pry bar, just a bunch of like I said, I'll put a picture of this on the screen and put links to this in the description. And then on a daily basis, I have to kind of do a lot of different things. And the other day I was actually taking a heater apart on a rooftop unit, so I'm sitting out in the sun trying to do that. And I've got this, I also carry this Hatchet, and this actually came out of the kit from Harbor Freight. And again, I'll put it up here, a picture of it here on the screen. And I really like this because you can push in this button and lock this in place. And like I said, it's a really, really nice ratchet. And then you have the little deal that actually holds the socket, and you kind of put that in there. You can take it out here, put it in here, or you can put this piece in the end of this. And the reason you can do that is, let me show you here. It doesn't come out very easily, so that's the nice part about it. So you can take this, and it's hard to see this on the screen, but there's some dots right there, and you actually line it up with the white dot that's on here, and then it makes it into a T-handle. Take your bit holder off here and then put a socket on it, which brings me to my next tool. Got this. This is a Makita set, and I do have this is the standard version. It goes from, had it written on here, goes from an 1/8 inch all the way up to, goes all the way up to 9/16. And it comes with this little bit that you can put in a drill or impact. And these are impact rated. These are fantastic for keeping in your tool bag. That was kind of my other reason for carrying the socket set, because like yesterday when I was working on that heater, I had to break out my little socket set, and then you can take it from a T-handle and make it into just a regular ratchet, and then you got a small ratchet. And this is, like I said, this is fantastic. You can turn it this way and do all kinds of different things, and you can turn it like that, get all different kind of, and it's nice that it actually locks in there. So and then you can use this as an extension if you want, and take your bit like this if you want to get into it and trying to get into something and twist it and stuff like that. So again, I'll put a picture of this up in there so you can see what kit it comes from. Just a really, really nice little ratchet. And then along with the socket set from Makita, this thing's fantastic. And I think the socket set was like $13 for like the standard, and then 13 or 14 for the metric set of these, which I have, but I don't necessarily carry them. Everything I kind of work at my work is typically it's just standard. So luckily, most of that with that. And then I carry. You saw me grab this Malco bit. I have this holder from Railer. Again, I'll put a link to this. I have this little holder from Railer. This actually had some screwdriver bits on it, and I took that off and took them out of there, and I carry one of the Railer bits right here, the screwdriver bit. Their bits are fantastic. I'll put a link to them as well. And I carry that in my pocket, and that way I always have with the Fastback. Or, the nice thing about the Fastback too is you can turn this sideways and use it as like a wrench too, and turn stuff like that with it. So there's a lot of usefulness. I like multi-use tools. If you've seen some of my videos, if you hadn't, please go down there and subscribe, and like and subscribe and share. I really do appreciate it. If you've seen some of my videos, I like multi-use tools. So my everyday carry tools are kind of evolving, and so I started carrying a few extra things just according to the jobs that I do, and you can mix and match. I also carry this, boss calls it a tweaker, just a few screwdriver bits. A lot of the PLCs on the air conditioners and heaters and stuff that we work on have these little B screws, and you got to get in there and get in there, unscrew the wire, pull the wire out, and then put it back in. So I carry that. I'll put a link to this in there. This is the Klein tools. Let me see if I can see the number on this. I'm getting old. So this is the Klein tools screwdriver. They do make several different versions of this. There's one that has like 27 different tips to it, which is pretty nice. So I carry that as well. And then a couple days ago, I was looking in for trying to check inside of a heater and make sure there was no obstructions where the gas comes out. So I actually put this little mirror in there so I could check it. So this one's pretty old. Like I said, I can find a newer version of this on Amazon and see if I can link it to it. But I carry that as well sometimes. And then another thing I added recently was this Allen wrench set. The reason I've been changing ways to carry this is it's kind of evolving as I go along. So again, you can use as little of this stuff as or as much as you want. It's all up to you how you normally do your job. But my job as a maintenance tech for a pharmaceutical company, 1 minute I could be working on a motor, and then next minute I could be fixing a toilet, or you never know. So you can start off with some stuff like this, the Milwaukee and the Cobras and stuff, and then, like I said, it kind of evolves after time. And I also like to carry an extra flashlight. This Milwaukee flashlight really like because, one, it's super bright. Two, it takes regular batteries. So at my job, they supply the batteries, so I don't have to plug it in or anything. If I just need batteries, I just go get them. And then this one, it actually clips, and it's got a magnet right here, a magnet right here. So if you're working on a light fixture, like a fluorescent light fixture or LED light fixture, most of those bases are metal, so you can just stick that to it, and it's got a belt clip on it, which I usually hang on the tool pouch. And then I have this is a Fluke 324 Plus, and since I do HVAC stuff, a lot of what I check is like capacitors and stuff like that. So this one I kind of added that recently, and I always keep like a Sharpie on me, stuff like that, which is kind of nice. So I originally started out with this. This was like $13 on Amazon, and this is it's got a Velcro deal here, got a little pocket right here, and then you open it up. It's pretty basic. The only thing that I didn't like about this one is, if you can see where once you zip it up, the holder's right here, and it's actually on the bottom. So I didn't like that. So I started putting all these tools, most of these tools, inside here. And then a buddy Mike had given me this little pack from, it's like a military pouch. I think they call it mole. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like MOLLE, mole. I don't know how it's pronounced. And what I did was I got these off of Amazon. These are like key clips for your belt, and I just put a couple of I put a couple key rings on the back of here through these little things you put around your belt. So I like this to hang down a little further. So I put a couple key rings on there, and then I just put this on my belt, and then I can pull this out. So I've been using that to hold my tools as well. And you can stuff a lot of extra stuff in in this pouch. And some of these pouches, I also have some of these pouches from holstery.com, and you'll see a lot of these videos on my channel because I really like the Holstery brand stuff. And this is the Joey pouch, and you can put a lot of, I could actually probably get all this in here. And like I said, it's kind of evolved over time, and there's like little pouches on the front you can put stuff in, and you can just stuff all in this. But the only thing that for me right now with the way I carry this stuff is I like to be able to get to stuff fast. So like I said, I was using this pouch, and this is the Joey pouch. It's got the clip on the back. It's really, really nice. Magmaster on the side. This is from Holstery as well. They have the greatest tools or tool pouches and stuff for your set. But in Magmaster, you can hear that. You can see how hard that stays on there. That magnet, like, oh crap. This Joey pouch, if you're using the Magmaster on the side, you can pretty much hang all kinds of stuff on it, and you know, you don't have to put the stuff back in the pouch right away. It holds all kinds of stuff. You can stick it all to it, and then see what I mean? You can just, it's really, really nice. So I've kind of been using that, and I've also been so I loaded up all my tools in this pouch from ToughBuilt. This is the TBL CT434 Electrician's pouch from ToughBuilt. And what I did was also added a Magmaster from holstery.com on the front of here, so I can take a pair of pliers and put it on there if I'm working and don't want to put the stuff away back in the pouch, or something else like another tool or something. I can hang that on there. So I put that on there on the front. This is actually a holder for a tape measure, but I don't typically carry a tape measure where I'm at. And then on the side, I took all the small tools like this little Crescent Wrench and stuff and put it in here, where I think it was normally maybe made for a phone or a small device or something, because it has a little flip top. I actually folded it down inside there. So I took and put all my tools I normally carry. I have room for other stuff as well, but I don't want to get it too heavy. But this is my everyday carry tools for my job as a maintenance technician. And then of course it has this little kickstand that you can set it up on a desk or something like that if you're, you know, working in a stationary location or something, and you just don't want to have to grab it off your belt. So this is the Electrician's Pouch from ToughBuilt.
I'll be back.